Hey friends, so this is Bitcoin. Had a good session overnight, grinding upwards. Probability scenario, either run the 10 and dip or run full target that we've described, 10 to 50. Could be a bit of overperformance as ever. It's good progress on its bullish journey as we've suggested. All my premium guys were put relatively in Bitcoin Cash, overweighting, as well as being bullishly set up on BTC. It was bullishly set up against the dollar. That stormed through target against the dollar, even faster than BTC, and Bitcoin Cash is probably looking now for its pump through to 18. 18's on its target against Bitcoin. So being in the right coin can get you additional earnings, additional growth, additional pump in a crypto bull. So apart from having strategies for not only defending your wealth in the bear, which we'll be doing a webinar on, by the way, on the 17th of May, free webinar, but only for the serious, because there'll be an offer at the end of it to become a member of the community. You could have had these trades earlier and been sharing them amongst high value, like-minded people that are in our community. You can also get a multiple when the BTC market is going up, and you can know which coins to weight up in. It wasn't the one we wanted, that was the one. So when BTC is showing strength, where's the relative strength? Who's in setups against BTC? We just jumped out of IOTA, which we took very good gains on its target, and since then it's pulled back, quite possibly a little wind up to break down to get through the upside on the other side. So we were in an accelerated gain stage with IOTA, and then we took our profits, and it's since pulled back. That's the value of having a target, and we got a confluencing target right up top there. Since then we've been overweight the BCC stroke BCH, and my view is that we're probably the highest scenario, these top twos, we could sell off, wind up, and then make it. We could even dip quite deep and have a second chance. But the key thing is we saw the little head and shoulders here. We had a little upside HVF, made its target. Then we saw the mini head and shoulders. We modeled for a downside, so we had a feeling it would dip and give it another dip even after this hammer. So while some people accumulated small amounts just judiciously, we felt there was a look one way, go one the other way candle possibly in the making. We were doing non-farm, and it came and did it as we did non-farm. So those were their pending orders on the mini head and shoulders that you see here. Actually got amazing entries on it, and we actually watched it sell off, and I said it's a comfortable sell off. We had this entire candle red, and everyone was like, wow. I was saying it's a good one, guys, pick it up on the bottom. We've got all the structure behind us, and sure enough, up she pumped. She got into the funnel of the previous upside, so she couldn't go any further. She wound up and then smashed it with momentum, as we often say, and since then you've been going up nicely on the Bitcoin Cash relative to Bitcoin, which in of itself was doing that against the dollar. So good fiat gains, delighted for the community and many of the guys and the accelerator guys. If you want to find out more, and this is simply not for everyone, I have to say it's for broad-minded people who take responsibility for their trading. It's not a trade feed, it's a passing of a skill so that you can see how to do this. If I got knocked over by a bus after being fully trained, you could continue to execute for the rest of your time, utilizing HVF method, trading both your cryptos, trading your stocks, equities, and anything. In other words, price behavior becomes your friend instead of being the 91%. Instead of being the one wanting to buy the pumps, you'll be the one thinking about when your exit is due in the pumps. You'll be the one getting in earlier prior to the pumps and having clear-cut targets that see you attain a high value risk reward in a good time frame. Hope this was interesting to you. So further bullish, in summary, further bullish BTC for 10,250 run, so it'll probably go through that by some element. It could overperform quite substantially potentially if this turns into a melt up out the top of the rising wedge. It can also dip out of the rising wedge. It's at our second interim, which is why it's stalled. Note it touched it here, hence we had the emotional comfort to expect it to just be boring and stall and stay with the trade, because it's had met a key interim level. There's your 10,000 level, which, as I suspect, it'll smash. It might have so much momentum when it smashes through it, it'll just finish the job. or post 10,000 it could dip first before finishing the job, or dip just after. Either way, the overweight Bitcoin Cash position is probably likely to serve you well. That was the target against dollar, but there's still upside to be had against BTC, which says it'll probably overperform on the dollar side. That's your update on our key weightings for now. After a great IOTA trade, Bitcoin Cash is coming to the party. It was very underperforming for a long period in the bear market, so maybe it's got a little bit of catch up that it's wanting to give us. Okay, that's it for you guys. Webinars the 17th of May on 19:30 GMT time. And like I say, for those that truly want to learn and those that want to gain a skill, they aren't just chasing a trade feed only, and who will contribute as much as they'll want to learn in a community, we'd love to have you. If it suits you, and it's not for everybody, and this is non-advisory channel, it is a educational channel. Speak to you all soon. Enjoy the weekend.